Ladies and gentlemen, I feel proud or honored for doing this. Like, everybody knows X. I know X. I listened to his music for about 2, maybe 3 years. Um, I loved his music, and I just have to say, just for him to rest well, and that his team finally finished his final album, which is Bad Vibes Forever, which is what I'm reviewing. And I gotta say that even after his death, we will still have his music for all his hard work and through everything that he's been through. He's now in the right of fixing things and moving forward. And it's just crazy, and it's just crazy. But I'm glad that his album finally got finished and it's put out there for everybody in the world to listen. For everybody to know what X has been working on before he passed away from a gunshot. But all I gotta say is for Bad Vibes, I enjoyed the album. Mainly, I love because X and so does other artists. They do different genres of their music, and that's not a bad thing. It's a good thing to not go with one specific genre, but to go multiple. My preferred genre of X is when he gets, I don't know, it's when he gets depressed and sad and writes all these depressing songs, sort of, if you can kind of understand what I'm saying. Those are my favorite ones that I love listening to X. And before, excuse me, had the burp there for a second. Before he made songs like I think Bad, Changes, stuff like that in general, and it's just really it's it really does have a deep feeling and emotional connection towards us and him, and I'm really glad that he makes songs like this, like Hope, Sad, Moonlight, Numb, Changes. There's the Jolly's Force, Everybody Dies in Nightmares. Those are my favorite ones that X made. I admit I do love his other songs, but these are my preferred ones I love because I for times like for me for teenagers from going through depression and stuff, songs like these I feel like will help teenagers go through the pain, and I'm glad X made songs like these as well. But from his album, I love his introduction. I love how he just introduces how he makes his own decisions, and that if he if he does anything like to blame it on, he'll blame it on himself. Like for his doing, he'll take full responsibility of what's happening and everything. And I just love it. I love the introduction of what he did for Bad Vibes Forever. And next, it's going like in a sort of weird little pattern where some songs are deep and emotional, other songs aren't. But it's not that bad to have that pattern, but it's not my preferable pattern. If it's mainly like sad, depressing stuff, I really want to hear that, but not like a bit of rapping and hip hop to go along with that. I feel like it doesn't go too well. But I feel like for this album, if it's perfectly well for some reason. Like I don't know. It's just I feel like the listing was really interesting how it began and end. But again, the introduction towards Bad Vibes Forever will just be memorable to me about this album. And then at the end of the song, or the last song, is called It's All Fading into Black. So it's like I feel like it's like someone, I don't know if he decided to name all these albums or someone did, but it's just as he passed, it's just all fades to black, and I feel like he gave this last song a meaning and a purpose. My favorite ones are from, excuse my language as I say this, X Bitch, Bad Vibes Forever, obvious, I Changed Her Life, Trumpy, um, S Dizzy, Kill My Vibe, Hop, Hot Gal, um, what else? Heart Eater, ah, Numb the Pain, and Fading to Black. It's just those are my really favorite ones. And what else? Also, Ugly, Wanna Grow Old, Eat It Up. It's just he's just a genius. It's just for people that make songs like these, especially for like it's just it's just like it amazes me like how much that when he goes through things and he writes all this down and makes it into music. It's just really beautiful, or beautiful, or great, or however you want to call it. This album, I think mainly all of it has to do with the guitar. I feel like having the guitar in his songs as well. It was good. And for one of my artists, my favorite artist, Josh A, who does the same thing in a similar way, it's really good. Nothing that's too old and shabby at the same time. So it's really not that bad. And I think it was for one of the songs that it gets more of a guitar play, and I just love hearing the guitar and his voice come together. It's like a perfect harmony, that I should say, like a perfect harmony for these songs when it's just him and his guitar and just doing it, man. It's just really incredible. I recommend listening to this album, and it really does. For me, it's just a weird mixed feeling of like with the title from the song that goes with this album. It's like bad vibes. Like I don't know how to describe a vibe. Well, vibe is just a sort of feeling that you get from something or someone, and I feel like he titled this reasoning is just for all the stuff that you would go through depressing events, maybe for teenagers, as for our society, is just really messed up in today's generation. And I feel like he made the song Bad Vibes Forever because of how the world is gonna not improve, but it will keep growing worse and it won't change at all. It's like it's gonna last forever, and it's a bad thing. And the vibe part, I don't get. Maybe people have bad feelings of how they're feeling or what they're going through or how this world is gonna be. I don't know. It's I don't know. It's just artists just have interesting ways to give the name of their songs and like the reasoning or logic or like I don't know. All I gotta say is, ladies and gentlemen, this is a great album. I suggest go watch, or not go watch, go listen to it. I'll leave a link of the playlist down below in the description if you all want to go listen to it. I promise you, you're gonna enjoy every single last one of those songs. I promise you. But I like to thank X's team for finishing the album even after his passing, and again, rest in peace, X, for his soul. Well, that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ghost, and I'll see you, or Ghost C39. I don't know which one I'm going to upload to the channel, but yeah, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you all in the next one. Adios.